Okay, this video is just to give you a little bit more guidance with some of the homework. So if you're feeling good about it, you don't have to watch it, or if you just want some free answers and just a little more practice as to see how it's done, check out this video. So we're going to do number one here. First thing you want to do, as always, is identify the charges. So I know potassium's +1. I know phosphate's -3. I know sodium is +1. And I know carbonate is -2. Okay, I'm going to trade my two metals. They're going to switch spots, and I'm going to write them over here. Now, it doesn't matter which one I write in which spot. That does not matter at all. Okay, so I'm going to say this is KCO3, and this is NaPO4. Notice how I didn't bring the Na2 with. It's just NaPO4. Don't bring these subscripts that are a result of the charge. So see how this 2 crisscrossed and became Na2? Don't bring those ones with. This 3 comes with because that's part of carbonate. And if you were to change that, then it wouldn't be carbonate anymore. Okay, so reestablish your charges now. So +1. This is -2, this is +1, this is -3. Crisscross your charges, so this 2 goes to K2, the 1 goes to the CO3, the 3 goes to Na. Okay, now that we have that, we balance the whole thing. I'm going to start with my sodiums. I have 2 and I have a 3, so I'm going to put a 2 here and a 3 there. Okay, now I'm going to look at my carbonates. I have 3 carbonates here. I only have 1 carbonate, so I'm going to put a 3 there. Now I'm going to look at my potassiums. I have 6 potassiums. I only have 3. I'm going to put a 2 there. And I have 2 phosphates. I have 2 phosphates. Okay, and identifying whether they're soluble or whether they form a precipitate, you need to use your chart, which we have right here. So I believe the first one was sodium phosphate. So let's take a look. So we're going to find sodium, and we're going to find phosphate, and we sort of match them up, and we see that there's an S, so that means that that one is soluble. So if it's soluble, that means you put an AQ there. Next we have potassium and carbonate. Okay, so we find potassium, we find carbonate, even though it's misspelled there, and it's soluble as well. So we write an AQ there. Okay, the other part back here, you'll notice that when you get to number 9 through 13, they're just providing the names. To make these easier, all you have to do is also just provide the names. You don't have to convert them to formulas for me. So you would just switch the metals. Okay, now you have copper to nitrate, and then lead to sulfate. Okay, and then you would just look to see if they're soluble. So copper and nitrate was the first one. So here's copper. We go all the way to nitrate. We notice that it is soluble. So that means that that is an AQ. And then we have lead 2 sulfate. So we go to lead. We go to sulfate. We notice that it says I. I means insoluble, means that it's a solid. And we put a box around it showing that it forms a precipitate. Now it doesn't matter if I put the lead sulfate here or if I put the copper nitrate there. That doesn't matter, okay? So just keep that in mind. There's no penalty for switching those. Okay, hope this helps.